Hi, my name's John. I'm at radio call sign M7CPT. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at a couple of PL259s that were soldered rather badly on a second-hand piece of wire. I have seen similar problems with brand new wire, so the principle applies the same. So with that being said, welcome to Amateur Radio on the Air. Okay, when you buy some new coax, or even second-hand, you need to go through the same checks. First of all, if there's a plug on each end, check the continuity between the two inner cores and the two outer cores. Ensure that they are continuous. Check the continuity of an inner core with an outer core to make sure there is none. Once you've done that, unscrew the cap. Now, if you see a hole, look inside. You should see the inner shielding, basically just the white section. If you can see any wire in there, then it's time to take more drastic action. I'll show you what I can see in this one. I'll give you a close-up. As you can see, the inner core of the wire is bare with the shielding surrounding it backs away. So this needs to be redone. Now, before I start, let me just show you the kind of plug that I actually like to use. It's one of these. It has the outer screw fitting, a couple of inner holes, if it'll focus. Also, it has an extra screw fitting in the middle. Now, I like these because you place your coax through and you can actually put the braid on the outside and solder it to the outside after you've done the center pin. So you put it in with the braid on the outside so you can see the braid through it. Solder your pin first, then put a drop of solder onto the braid. Now, for this wire, second hand, so I'm going to try and save the original plug that came with it. So let's see what we can do. Now, I suspect this is only held in by a tiny bit of solder, so I should be able to rescue it. There you go. That's all the solder they had holding it in. I don't know if you can see this, but there's not a lot of the actual braid showing through, so it was barely making contact. Just trim a little off the end here. I don't know if you saw my previous video, but I like to put a little bit of plastic on the crocodile clips whilst they're holding wire. I also like to solder or put some solder on the internal braid. Let me just get my glasses for this. Ooh, that's quite a dollop on the end there. Let's clip that one wire that wouldn't go right. Now then. Yeah, hole looks fairly clear. So this should go through quite nice and easy. Still a little bit long, so snip a little bit off the end. There we go. Right. Let's see if we can get some solder down the end. Yeah, it's nice and clean. Now the only wire I can see in there is the outer shield. So I'm going to drop a little bit of solder on the outer shield just to ensure that that stays put. And same on the other side. Now, before I close it up, let's do a continuity test. No, both separate. So where's the other end? So, inner pin at the other end. Yep, that's good. Nothing to the outer shield. The outer shield. And we have good contacts. Now, this end has been done the same as that. So I'm just going to pause the camera while I do the other end exactly the same. Right, both ends done. Exactly the same way. The other end had even less solder on it. But now, we've got two good plugs attached how they should be. And we can now feel safe they're going to stay that way. If there's one thing you should take from this video, it's that if it's not going to void a warranty, always check the soldering. It could be something minor, or it could be a major problem. If it's a new item, send it back. If it's second hand, you may just need to do a little touch up on it. Now, that being said, I hope you've enjoyed the video and learnt a little something from it. Incidentally, don't forget there's some buttons down there for like, subscribe, and if you wish to support the channel, you can always buy me a coffee. And all that leaves me to say is, catch you on the air.